Have you ever wondered why the wealthiest people on the planet don't act like it?
Take Warren Buffett, one of the richest men alive. He still lives in the same modest house he bought decades ago.
His favorite meal?
A simple cheeseburger and a Coke. No private chefs, no gold-plated plates.
Just normal. Then there's Bill Gates, a man who could buy an entire island before breakfast. Yeah, he's been spotted waiting in line at a fast food joint just like the rest of us.
And Mark Zuckerberg? The guy practically invented the billionaire uniform, a plain gray t-shirt, jeans, and zero flashy accessories.
But here's the real question, why? Why don't these people flaunt their wealth when they could afford anything they want? The answer is simple. They know something most people don't. Real wealth isn't loud.
It doesn't need attention. It doesn't scream, "Look at me." True wealth is quiet,
Confident and unshakable. It's not about the things you buy, it's about the life you build. Let me tell you a story.
In the book The Psychology of Money, the author describes seeing a young man in a shiny, expensive sports car cruising through a wealthy neighborhood. Impressive, right?
But a week later, the same car was gone.
Replaced by an old, beat-up sedan. It turns out that sports car was repossessed.
The guy couldn't afford it. He was renting the illusion of wealth while drowning in debt. He had been faking it. And that's when the author realized something important. Just because someone looks rich doesn't mean they are rich.
In fact, most people who spend money to appear wealthy are secretly one missed paycheck away from disaster.
They're buying luxury labels, leasing fancy cars, and stacking up credit card debt, all to impress people who don't even care. Meanwhile, the truly rich, they're doing the opposite. They're not focused on spending. They're focused on keeping, on building, on growing. Warren Buffett didn't get rich by buying Rolexes.
He got rich by investing in businesses that print money while he sleeps.
Bill Gates doesn't waste cash on designer suits. He puts it into research, innovation, and solving global problems. It's not about buying the most expensive things. It's about how you use your money to build something that lasts.
Here's the truth: spending money to look rich is the fastest way to stay poor.
It's one of the biggest traps you can fall into.
When you drop $10,000 on a watch or $100,000 on a car, who are you really doing it for?
Yourself?
Or the strangers you'll never meet whose opinions don't pay your bills?
Let me ask you, do you really need to impress people who will never matter in the long run?
Or would your money be better spent growing your skills, investing in assets, and building real wealth? Here's the kicker: true wealth isn't about the car you drive or the logo on your shirt.
It's about freedom, security.
Waking up knowing you own your life, not your bank, not your creditors, not the approval of random people online. Real wealth isn't measured in designer labels or flashy cars. It's measured in choices.
In peace of mind. In the quiet confidence of knowing you've built something that lasts. And that's why the truly rich aren't trying to show off. They understand that real wealth is a mindset, not a display.
So let's stop pretending. Let's stop chasing things that don't matter.
Instead, focus on becoming rich, not looking rich. Invest in assets, not accessories. Build skills, not social media clout. Grow your net worth, not your collection of luxury stuff you don't need.
Warren Buffett once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die."
He's not talking about buying a flashy car. He's talking about building something that grows over time, something that works for you.
Imagine waking up every day with freedom, not worrying about the bills.
Not stressing over your credit card debt, owning your life. That's the power of real wealth. And that's why the truly rich don't show off. They don't need to. Their success speaks for itself. Let me ask you one last question. What's one thing you've been spending money on to appear successful that you could actually invest instead? Think about it.
Is it the latest gadget, a new car, or designer clothes?
Or could that money be put to better use, invested in assets, or even in your own skills, something that will actually make you richer in the long run? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. And if this video hit you differently, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Because the world doesn't need more people pretending to be rich.
It needs more people building real wealth, starting with you.
See you in the next one.